It's race day here at the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya, a track that's certainly seen its fair share of electrifying races over the past years. And there are no doubts that today's race will be just as brilliant. It's a sellout crowd of 140,000 here today as we await lights out for the 730-metre sprint down to turn 1 of this 2.9-mile racetrack. Overtaking is challenging through these 16 corners, but there's still a lot of high-speed excitement to be found, including the flat-out turn 3 and the terrifying blind right of turn 9. And what would any Grand Prix weekend be without the one and only Anthony Davidson, alongside me as always, to talk you through the action.
Hello, and welcome to FlatOutRacing League Season 20, Round 3 at Spain. Let's get this on. We got 1 light, we got 2 light, we got 3 light, we got 4 light, man, we got 5 lights. And away we go. We got an alright decent start compared to Raphael to my right hand side, but Deadly Jason, I know that got a nice decent start at the front. So we're going into turn 1, looking to get no damage or out like that. We did qualify at the arse end of the grid, but we're not too concerned about that. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it was Mass stuck in the middle of Dino and Deadly Jason. There was not much room for him to go. He hit Deadly on the right hand side and then swooped and cut the front off of Deadly's Dino's nose. And we're trying to let UK Demon pass there because I've broke the fucking wing. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, as we do, we'll bring you this lap 1 because we're still racing technically. There's no safety car. It's Stephen, he's out there wide, don't know what happened there. But we'll bring you on to the next collision here in this corner. As you can see, Fuller spin round there with Deadly Jason catching him. That was down to Fuller going for a dive bomb on TT. It looked like a dive bomb from the video. TT didn't have to leave the room there like that, so yeah, it caused a massive collision. That Mass is not going to make the corner, so he bails out of it to the left hand side. Wise decision on that, man, because yeah, he'd have got corner cutting or something like that, and he would have held me up as well. So beautiful. So we are into the pits, ladies and gentlemen, and that's lap 1. As we've got, as we move on to lap 3, we've got JJ coming out the pits, so we're trying to go around the outside of him, and we make that manoeuvre. Work lovely jubbly. It's here a bit wide there, the car just steps out of position there, so a bit of overtake to try and counteract the fucking time loss there. So we are on lap 4. I know Woods ain't here in the car, but we are going to show you this beautiful round the outside. Should have done this later on in the race, but we'll get on to that, ladies and gentlemen, as we're chasing Richmond down, who is 2 seconds up the road. So let's get the hammer down. So he's 3.1 now, and look at that, the car just kept on going out wide, and now JJ seizes the opportunity in the moment and retakes P13. Yeah, I know, Jeff, I know. So I'm going to try and stick with him. As we're going to skip you forward now, ladies and gentlemen, from lap 5 to lap 8. So I did stay behind him, as you can see, I'm building up the ERS. And we've got Oggy coming out of the pits on the right hand side. So JJ might see this opportunity and make the manoeuvre like I did on him. It was a bit sluggish, but I see my opportunity to go round the outside. Can I pull it off? No. JJ hits the turbo button and gets out the middle. Gets out the sandwich. So we've defended our position to Oggy, who's on the hard, so he won't be stopping again probably. But we are going to skip you forward now, ladies and gentlemen, to the end of lap 9. And this is the moment where we've got to take JJ and say, you know, we have to have P12 back off here. It was 13, but we overtook Oggy, so I'll have that place, thank you very much. And now back down to chasing Richmond, who is now 5.96 seconds up the road. So, you know, We're going to skip forward. We have a virtual safety car. But I was talking to my brother as well last night as well. And yeah, I realised what I was doing. And I was like, uh-oh. And that with 3,000, so three tenths, mate, I nearly got a fucking penalty. So sorry for JJ and Oggy that was behind me as well like that. But yeah, my mind went blank. I just kept on racing. And now as we're back onto racing speed. Yeah, I just carried on racing last night and realised, like, after you know, I just turned back round and looked at the screen like that and realised, yeah, we're going way too fast. But we are lap 14 as we're doing our, as Jeff says, our final stop. And I've seen Oggy and Dino next door fighting it out, so a bit overtake coming out the pits. And now we are chasing Deadly Jason down, who's at 7.2 in front of us. So we are on lap 21. It took a while to catch him, but we are on the back of Deadly Jason. We're in full rich overtake with the DRS open. We're going for the manoeuvre. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. We're going to give him the room on the inside just in case. But Deadly Jason doesn't put it up on the inside. Always leave a bit of room. So we are chasing Stephen down at 8.2 now, ladies and gentlemen. We are on lap 22. But we are going to leave you on board. I should have said that right at the start of this lap, but this is my fastest lap of the race. Not the fastest, but my fastest lap of the race. So sit back and enjoy. I know I should have said it before, but you know, better late than never. As I take a light of Mary Jane. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen, a 1.9 flat. As we're going to skip you forward now. No, we're not going to skip you forward because Richmond has just dived out the pits on the right hand side. He's on the soft tyres. And I was thinking in my mind last night, try and stay with him. Try and stay with him and like use the DRS to build my ERS back up there. But you can see it 1.1. As we skip forward lap 26. Fuller was in the pit. Richmond just absolutely got away. But now we've got Stephen in front of me at 4.5. We are lap 27. And you can see we've got Max right behind me as well at 7.4, but I've got a 6 second time penalty. So we're trying to keep that gap as we're going to skip you forward now, ladies and gentlemen, onto lap 31, banging onto 32. My tyres are wearing thin, but they'll make it, obviously. I think Stephen's tyres are a hell of a lot more shot than what mine are, as we're going to keep you on board from now to probably the end of the race. Oh, it's Richmond, he's binned it, he's absolutely binned it. It's another race without any points for the man. As you can see up on the left hand side there, that Pink Panther ain't running no more. So Richmond, he has left the session. But we are chasing Stephen down, we have got it down to 1.5, absolutely hammering it. And that happens 30 fucking 1 laps at going through that fucking corner and nothing. And on lap 32, the crucial moment like that, because if you look right behind me now, I've seen it on the radar, Max and Fuller are right behind me. So that 7.5 or whatever it was, absolutely obliterated. Get it to Stephen now, 9.4 when I was 1.5. I was fuming with myself. Absolutely got some work to do from here if I want to keep. It is effectively now P10 because I don't think Max is. I'm not going to pull 6 seconds off Max, and I know his Fuller's got a 6 second time penalty. It was absolutely dog turd coming through them last corners, so it gives Max the DRS. I know he's got the battery. He might have some of it. I'm not too sure. I wasn't sure last night, but I was giving it the beans trying to keep this position. But no, Max swings around the outside, no problem. So I thought I'll do what I did to Woods. I was like, oh, but go up on the inside. But then I seen Ferrari in my right hand mirror and the red arrows, and Fuller was there. Try and stick it round the outside, but he's on the soft tyres. I know he pitted. with like 10 laps to go, maybe like 9 or 6 laps to go, something stupid like that, man. But yeah, I was not going to stick it round the outside there. So my best bet was try and keep towards him. Like Fuller might pull a move on Max, and I can pick up some pieces like that, because it's the only thing I'm hoping for. I can't do much more. Look, Max there with his steely defence there, holding off Fuller. Raphael left the session last night. I did not know that. I think he'd already finished though. So it was my opportunity to try and get a bit on the last corner. But yeah, having none of it. Look at Max there weaving side to side, Fuller punting there right at the end. So ladies and gentlemen, we did finish in P11. Weren't a bad race. The driver of the day though was yours truly. Thank you very much. So I'd say skip forward, but we're too late, as Beastie Boys is doing the Egyptian walk once again, top step of the podium. And as we round out with Cullinan de Fluky taking second and third. So not bad, ladies and gentlemen. Like, follow, subscribe. You know, all the good stuff. I know Richmond didn't finish, but yeah, I think Raphael did. Yeah, he must have finished, yeah. So I've already done the points anyway for it. I didn't know. So, ladies and gentlemen, the FlatOutRacing League drivers' points. His Beastie's moved up quite a bit there, but De Fluky is still taking the top spot. And as we're going to run you through the constructors. And there we are, ladies and gentlemen. Fluky and JJ still sitting at the top, and me and Luppy in second place. So, I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.